right now, a longtime building in downtown Pineville is coming down to make room for something new. After years of standing in the heart of downtown Pineville, the former River Rarities building is now being demolished. City leaders say the building was not considered historic, and its removal marks another steps towards revitalizing the downtown. Mayor Joe Bishop says this project is all part of its larger goal to attract new businesses and bring in new tax dollars without raising property or sales taxes. Officials say tearing down the River Rarities building will also make the area safer for drivers, eliminating a blind spot that's caused several wrecks over the years. We'll have more on the future of this location coming up on KALB tomorrow.